Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, obviously, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room first because a lot of people will probably mention it in the comments. This is the first time I've uploaded a video in, I think, just over 3 weeks now here to the channel. Now, people have been wondering if I died or if I, just quit YouTube or whatever, and obviously, neither of those are the case. So just real quick, I want to explain. So, obviously, you know, outside of YouTube, I have my own personal life. I am obviously a human being behind this screen. I'm definitely not AI. And I just wanted to step away from everything for a few weeks and just kind of take care of what I needed to take care of, I guess, outside of YouTube, and just make sure that things are going smoothly in my personal life. Plus, I also decided too, while I was doing this, that while I was stepping away, that instead of half-heartedly doing so, I should probably just take an actual break so I can come back to making videos refreshed. You gotta also remember, I've made thousands of videos literally on this channel, so I've been doing this for just now over 12 years, and up until this point, this 3-week break that I took, I had not gone more than 2 weeks in over 8 years without uploading, so I think I had a pretty good presence here on the platform for long enough. So I took a little bit of time away. Obviously, I'm back though, so I'm going to be trying to get back into the swing of making videos like I typically do. This is a little foreign to me at the moment, obviously, so please bear with me a little bit. But as you can see by the title of this video, during my absence, there was a pretty big change, I guess, that was decided up at YouTube. And I was going to make another video about a week ago, right, where I was talking about the new developments in the YouTube war against ad blockers that's been going on for a while now. YouTube did another crackdown on ad blockers, but then just a few days later, which is today, we get a new article that comes out, right, that talks about some discussions during a recent Google earnings call, shareholder meeting thing, right? And it appears that YouTube might be ready to take it even further in their war against ad blockers, and they might now be introducing a new type of ad that will undoubtedly piss people off. I mean, obviously, the vast majority of people on YouTube don't want to see these ads to begin with if they could just choose not to for free. But then you start adding in stuff like this, and it gets to the point where it's becoming completely overboard. It's becoming far too ridiculous with how far they're willing to actually go. So YouTube is at war against ad blockers and is simultaneously testing different ways to show ads to non-premium subscribers. The company wants to expand its ad presence during video playback. During Alphabet's Q1 2024 earnings call, Philip Schindler, a senior vice president at Google, shared results about an ad experiment they've been running on YouTube. Quote, "In Q1, we saw strong traction for the introduction of a pause ads pilot on connected TVs. This is a new non-interruptive ad format that appears when users pause their organic content. Initial reviews, or results I should say, show that pause ads are driving strong brand lift results and are commanding attention." So, you know how everybody for the last several years has been saying, hey, YouTube, the ads are getting too fucking insane. I mean, what element of the ad system on this platform actually works as it should? I mean, first and foremost, I remember a time on YouTube where it was just banner ads, you know, maybe 15-second or 30-second skippable ads, right? You remember that time. Now it's, you know, oh, you got the one of two ads, and you gotta hope that this ad isn't a 3-hour-long video, and you gotta hope that it's not something that violates terms of service, like essentially, basically porn, or a clear fucking scam app, or malware or something advertising. I mean, there's just so many problems with how ads are run on YouTube, and I mean, let's be honest, okay? Let me go ahead and also be transparent. Clearly, I make money off of YouTube ads. I make a pretty good living off of it, have for years, right? So it is in my best interest for me, realistically, to sit here and tell you oh, you shouldn't use ad blockers on YouTube. You should just pay for YouTube Premium. I mean, golly gee whiz, isn't it great that YouTube provides us this service? But in reality, I am a long-time user of the platform, probably like yourself, a lot of you watching this video, and I remember times throughout this platform's history where it was never this egregious, right? I don't have a problem with ads in general. general, okay? Clearly. I mean, that's how these websites make money, especially like YouTube, right? They're not selling monthly fees or whatever for you to watch content, unless you do pay for YouTube Premium voluntarily. I mean, I do, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I definitely understand why most people don't want to spend like $15 a month on YouTube, right? I get it. I really understand. But YouTube, you know, they see that ad blockers and whatnot have come along, and, you know, the technology keeps progressing, and they see this, and instead of asking themselves, how can we make the advertising experience on YouTube better and make it, you know, more approachable, or like make people not be as mad about it, instead of asking questions like that realistically could lead to productive results, they instead decide to like play this weird game of whack-a-mole with their own community. Where if you're a YouTube user who wants to just use an ad blocker and enjoy the website, they will try to, you know, pause your videos, or they'll try to, you know, fucking break the website for you so it doesn't work as it's intended to. Just trying to get you to buy YouTube Premium. But guess what? Even if you're not using an ad blocker, fuck you, by the way, says YouTube, because even though you sit there and you gruel through all these ads that you don't want to watch, you don't want to deal with, you're not one of the people using an ad blocker, which pisses off YouTube. Even if that's the case, it's still basically a big middle finger to you. Because now, on top of all of the other unskippable ads and all the other bullshit ads that are just being dumped all over the platform, they now want to put advertisements on TVs, and then eventually it will get rolled out across the board. So every time that you pause the fucking YouTube video on your television, guess what? Another big banner ad pops up, you know? You're sitting there watching a video with your girlfriend, right? You know, you guys are just enjoying your time together on the couch. Maybe dinner's cooking on the stove. Oh, let me pause the video real quick and go check on the noodles. Oh, guess what? Oh, damn, Burger King, by the way, wants you to go get a fucking Whopper. That comes across the TV. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying, right? Oh, Optimus, you know, why do you care so much? Why does it matter if a fucking banner ad pops up every time you pause a video? If every time you fucking click your mouse, a new 30-second unskippable pops up? If you try to even use YouTube while you're shitting on the toilet, a big robotic arm comes out of the fucking toilet hole up through your ass crack, and it shows you a banner ad right there in your face, right there on the toilet, right? Why would it matter, Optimus, if this is all the problem, right? Oh, you gotta see an advertisement for a Big Mac. Well, horrible, right? Well, it's the fact that it's unnecessary as fuck, right? People are coming to YouTube to watch content creators, to watch videos, whatever it may be, right? They are not coming here to be constantly bombarded with ads. Now, like I said, I get there has to be a healthy trade-off for the platform to exist. They have to make money, they gotta pay for the server fees, they gotta pay the employees, I get that. But like I said, why is there no conversation about let's make our advertising process more effective? Let's figure out ways to combat, you know, copyrighted websites and scams and spam and porn and mobile game spam. You know, how do we figure out a way to get all of that clutter and all that shit out of the advertising? There's no conversations about that. But there is, of course, new conversations about how they can make your experience on the platform worse. And of course, they're the only ones who are going to benefit from any of this because, you know, all that extra money, all the extra cash that rolls in from that, do you really think it's going to go into making the website better? Do you think that all of us, if YouTube, they put these pause ads in, right? They get their fucking money up. All of a sudden, they're out of the goodness of their heart, them and Google are going to come together and make this platform better? Absolutely not, because hasn't that really been the excuse they've always used? But guys, you don't understand. We have to merge everything with Google Plus because it will make the website better. But guys, you don't understand. We have to destroy the monetization policies of this website so we can make only good content be monetized so everyone has a better time on the platform. But also too, guys, we have to prioritize shorts, not because, of course, TikTok is threatening any of our market share, but because we think this is the future, and it'll make everything better for everybody. It's always the same fucking song and dance. It's always, oh, but if this change comes, this could really help us make the website thrive. And no one wants to just admit that these changes are simply being made for two reasons. Number one, obviously money, okay? YouTube's gonna get some money out of this. they're gonna make some fucking profit. Some, you know, executives, they're probably gonna get a nice bonus. Maybe they get a new Maserati if enough of these ads pop up or something, right? But there's also another reason, okay? And this really kind of circles back to this whole long conversation we've all had about this ongoing war and these ongoing efforts YouTube has when it comes to trying to fight ad blockers and stuff like that. By introducing new ad formats like this, I think YouTube thinks that it's just going to be, oh, well, of course, you know, we're going to make some money, but people will just deal with it. All it's really doing is it's incentivizing the user even more, even just if a little bit further. It's still pushing them further overall into that camp of, yeah, fuck it, I'm downloading an ad blocker. Why am I going to pay for YouTube Premium when I can get this extension on my browser for free? And of course, it's also a way to kind of fuck with people about that whole situation, because as that community of people who keeps getting ad blockers grows, as the negative attention towards Google and YouTube really starts to build up over the way that they treat ad blockers, I think it's more of just a big fuck you in general to the community, just to prove that YouTube is really standing on business when it comes to this whole like, oh, we're gonna hammer home the ads thing. Now, obviously, to anyone who's not completely like mentally consumed by the idea of pleasing the shareholders, we all understand that constantly bombarding people with even more ads, making them even more invasive, making them show up at inconvenient times, doing it at times where you're not even actively really using the website, right? All of this does is piss off people in the community even more. Now, I feel like YouTube, do they really care? Probably not. I mean, how many decisions have they really made in the last, let's give them 10 years to be generous? In that 10 years, how many decisions do you think they've made where in their head, they're probably like, yeah, we really got the community hyped up about this one? Is it the end of the world? Is this, you know, the fucking end of it all because YouTube decided to introduce possibly some pause ads in the future based on some quote unquote successful tests they've run? No, it's probably not everything. You know, it's probably not going to be the fucking downfall of YouTube. You know, some competitor pops up and just takes the market or whatever, but it's just one of many, and I mean many, decisions that have been made over, like I said, the last several years, where it leaves everybody just scratching their fucking head. It really more or less continues to destroy the trust that anyone could have had for YouTube. I don't know why people would still trust YouTube, but I mean, this kind of shit here certainly doesn't really help, I feel like. I mean, this is a website that is supposedly trying to build goodwill with its community, right? They want to have creators and viewers on their side, but I mean, I don't think anyone is really up for this. I don't think anyone really thinks this is like a great thing for the platform. So ultimately, obviously, it's out of any of our control. It's going to be some executives at YouTube that decide this whole thing. But I mean, they're saying in their conference calls that this had some sort of successful testing or whatever and are quote unquote commanding attention or whatever, right? So that makes me think that they will most likely be introducing this full scale. And like I said, it says right now, oh, it's on connected TVs, but this is just the start. From here, you know, they eventually start testing it on laptops or computers or tablets, right? Where there's, you know, another little sizable chunk of viewership and whatnot. Then if that goes well, eventually they decide, fuck it, you know? 60 or so probably % of our users or more are on mobile. Fuck it, let's try it on there too. Then, of course, you know, they start rolling it out on there. And by that time, you know, it's already been so normalized by all the other ways, right? At that point, you've already been seeing them on your laptop for 8 months. You've already been seeing them on your TV for 1.5 years, right? So at that point, it just becomes fucking normal. And you're like, well, I mean, I guess there's just these new type of ads. And then by that time, they're already trying to figure out the next way. Hey, every time you sign in, by the way, you get taken to a 1-minute unskippable ad for a product, right? They'll find a way, man. As long as it continues to grow their revenue, they will try to find a way. So pretty unfortunate news to kind of come back to the platform on, but I mean, hey, this is what we've been talking about for a while. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about the YouTube ad blocker war and signing out. And that's a wrap on this video, but big shout out to my Optimus Nation supporters. You guys are the real MVPs. For $10 a month, you get access to loads of exclusive videos and archived live streams, my members-only Minecraft server where you can possibly appear in gameplay, early access to all new uploads, an invitation to the private Discord, and much more.